In this video, we're going to be looking at a couple of strategies that will help you manage your stress. I think most of us get bombarded from every direction, and it can create a lot of worry and tension in the body, and of course stress. And we always get told, manage your stress. But how do we do that? Well, yoga gives us some really helpful techniques to be able to do this. And from my teacher who shared these, I'm going to share them on to you. So this video can be done as a whole, or you can take these individual exercises, I guess, and do them on their own whenever it feels beneficial for you. So the first one is meditation. And a meditation practice, if you're new to it, can sound pretty scary and overwhelming. My mind is too busy, I can't sit still. Well, the trick is not to overthink it. It's very simple, and short meditations at the beginning are better. So start with 2 minutes maybe, and then build up to longer, 5-10 minutes, maybe longer if you can. Having a frequent practice is much better than having a long practice. So start to find a couple of minutes every day, ideally at the same time of day. So that often means for people in the morning. And then just let this be part of your day. So let's begin. A comfortable seat is really important, ideally with your hips a little bit higher than your knees, and that'll create some freedom in the hip flexors and it will make it more comfortable for you. If you prefer your back up against a wall, that's absolutely fine as well. Let the hands rest wherever they fall. I like back of hands to my knees, palms facing up, but you may prefer hands cupped in the lap or something different. Close down the eyes and grow a bit taller through the crown of your head. And then focus on your breath. The natural rhythmic flow in the body. No changes to breath though. Just deep into the belly, right up to the chest. Rather than trying to empty the mind, allow yourself to experience this. Feel the sensations in the body, beneath the skin. The sense of aliveness, the energetics. Allow this to be a whole body experience. Keep with the smooth breath. Keep connected to the sensations beneath the skin. The tingles and fizzes. To be able to settle the body, we first have to be aware of what's happening within it. Once we've stilled enough to notice that, then our bodies will do the rest for us. They'll shift nervous systems. They'll rest, restore, and recharge. Let's take a couple more breaths. One more breath. Be aware of the noises around you. Begin to share your awareness from the inside of your body to the outside. Drop your chin to your chest. Blink or open the eyes. And lift the gaze. So there's so many different meditation practices you can do. Just very simple like that, meditating on the sensations in your body. There's lots of apps you can use. Insight Timer is one of my favorites. There's body scans. There's so many of them available around. So don't overthink it, but really at the very least, just sit quietly for a few minutes, focusing on your breath and focusing on the sensations underneath the body, maybe even just in the palms of the hands. And you should find that really helpful. So the next technique is a gentle inversion. And this inversion is a downward facing dog, but it's much more gentle than a normal dog. So you will need either a very thick, sturdy book, a stack of books ideally, maybe about this high eventually, the stack of books, and or a yoga block if you have one. So come on to the ground or to your mat, whatever you have. So the next one we're going to do is a gentle inversion. And it's actually a downward dog, but you need either a yoga block or a stack of books, pillow, something like that, because it's going to support the weight of your head. So come on into downward facing dog. Palms are shoulder width, feet are hip width. And have equal pressure hands and feet. The hands and the feet are what holds your body weight here. When you're happy with that, drop your forehead to the block or the stack of your books. Now there's no body weight coming through your neck into your head. The only thing that the forehead is supporting is the weight of the head. You should be able to find some release through the neck. And as you're here for a few breaths, just imagine all the thoughts just dripping out of the head, clearing out. As the circulation, as new blood rushes down, helps you shift. And stay here for as long as you like. I like a good 10 breaths, a minute or so. Certainly this might not be for everyone. A little challenging through the hands and the shoulders. Take another big breath in. Stay for the exhale out. Bend the knees, drop them down to the mat. Sit your buttocks on your heels as you lift the head on up. Take a moment to let everything settle. Also a really nice way to relieve tension and stress, particularly that is carried in the neck and in the back. It's a problem area for many of us, is to lay on your back and take a supine twist. But the key here is comfort. You must be comfortable. So I suggest getting a pillow. I use a bolster because I'm in a yoga studio, but you might just use a pillow from your bed. And as you come down onto your back, bring the knees towards the chest. Let the knees drop over to, let's say, the left first.
And then either pillow between the knees or pillow underneath the knees. Either way, you need to be supported. I think I prefer underneath the knees. And then your arms can go wide if that feels good. Maybe head to ceiling, maybe gaze towards the opposite hand. So for me, it's the right hand. Make the time to get really comfortable here though, really comfortable, so you can properly relax. Close down the eyes. Settle in. Nice to take a minute or so each side. You can stay for longer if you like that. Time to change sides. Just bring yourself back to center and pause for a moment, soles of feet to mat. When you're ready, shift your pillow over to the other side, knees to the chest, and drop them over, resting on the pillow or having the pillow between the knees. Organize the shoulders, the arms, the direction of the gaze. Again, remembering comfort is key here to be able to relax, to release the tension in the back, in the neck, sometimes even in the jaw. One, maybe 2 minutes, as long as you like, really. And just allow time. If you're finding that you are getting a little wound up and stress is a problem, you are looking for ways to manage that better, you need to set time aside to do it. It doesn't just happen on its own. But these little tools can be done, as I said before, individually or all together. So even just setting aside a couple of minutes for yourself each day or a couple of times a day can affect huge change. You can start to bring your knees back to center. Again, soles of feet down to the mat. Just pause. Notice the impact of the shape, the effect. Make your way up to a seat. The only prop you need for this fourth shape is a wall. So as you come up against the wall, it's going to be a little tricky to see me here. So sit with one of your hips right up against your skirting board. And then lie back down and swing your legs up the wall. Ideally, you want your buttocks and back of legs as close to the wall and the skirting as you can. Feet will be not quite together, but not quite hip width. Arms as you wish, wide or overhead. I like them wide. And again, comfort is key here. So please feel free to pop a blanket underneath you or a pillow underneath the back of your head to support the head. I prefer nothing, but you might like a blanket or a pillow. When you're here, close down the eyes and let the body just relax into the density of the ground and the sturdiness of the wall. You can stay here as long as you like, a couple of minutes at least. There's legs up the wall. It's great for our circulation. And it's also really good for just settling the body. Stilling the mind. The eyes can drop back. The whole brain can just kind of be heavy. The jaw. A slight tingly sensation often presents. You can just notice that and sit with it. You know, for me, my arms begin to feel really heavy. And the more I relax, the more I just sink into the ground and the wall. This is particularly nice before bed. It can help aid a restful sleep. So if you have broken sleep or struggle to sleep, this in particular can be really great before bed. If your bed happens to be against the wall, you can even lie in bed and slip your legs up the wall. Let's take another moment or two here. Just remembering how it feels. And when you're ready to come out, the knees can bend, soles of feet to the wall. And just shift yourself over towards one side. And sit your way all the way up. Just be careful, you might get a little dizzy. And our final stress buster is your breath. So just the most simple, easy breath. Close down your eyes. Relax your shoulders. We'll be leaning more into your breath out. Place a count to your breath. As you breathe in, count of 4. As you breathe out, count of 6. I'll guide you 2 more rounds. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do that a couple more times. Again, a couple of minutes.
pausing and taking these breaths is like a mini instant reset for the body. The effects are pretty instantaneous. It's like a regroup. So you can move on. And you can use this breath for as long as you like. Again, every time you do it, a couple of minutes is perfect. After your next exhale, let's release the count, return to natural breath. Take a roll of the shoulders. Blink open the eyes. So there you have it. 5 really simple strategies to manage stress, to help you manage stress. So you have meditation, you have a supine twist, but very comfortable, gentle one. So use pillows, please. You have a downward facing dog, inversion, supported though with the block underneath the forehead. So just the weight of the head is on the block, not the weight of the body. And it's just like you can drip your thoughts out and just flush fresh blood up and around the brain. You have legs up the wall. Again, comfort is key, so use pillows if you need to. Relax deeply, get really heavy in the wall. And then you have breath work. So simple, easy breath in for 4, breath out for 6. 5 really handy techniques. Do them together, do them separately, at home, at work, with your kids. So I hope you find them useful. Namaste.